for the most anticipated fight of the year. Fatu Hammerstone with the world title on the line. Let's do it.
And let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Hammerstone has been unstoppable since debuting in this arena almost 3 years ago. A classic power wrestler mixing in cutting-edge moves, he's put on 14 pounds of muscle in the last 6 weeks to help impose his will against Fatu. But will that added muscle help or hurt him? Will he gas or will it be the fuel that powers him to destiny? Freakish levels of agility when you're talking about Fatu. Freakish levels of strength. Jacob Fatu can do it all. There's his explosiveness. It's caught challengers by surprise just as they thought they had the big man down for the count. No one has figured out a game plan for what to do when Fatu pops up after taking their best. Will Hammer? I highly doubt it. Then there's the X Factor, Joseph Samael. What role will the Megalomaniac play in this match? Only Contra Unit knows, and it's time to finally find out. Fatu Hammerstone, let's get it on, boys.
What a power move by Cesar Duran, huh? Well, yeah, we had to have a winner tonight, Rich. We don't want a disqualification. We've been waiting for this for so long. Title versus title, champion versus champion. The National Openweight Championship and the Heavyweight Championship of the world. Both on the line. We will have a double champion here tonight. And what about what we saw moments ago in the locker room? Cesar Duran setting the table, setting the trap for Contra Unit. Yeah, you don't want Contra Unit ruining this thing. There have been so many obstacles building to this match. Joseph Samael throwing obstacle after obstacle at Hammerstone. Hammerstone had to win that battle riot to guarantee himself a shot. He's been #1 in the rankings for almost 2 years at this point, and finally it happens. It's the biggest fight in the history of MLW. It's Fatu versus Hammerstone.
And his opponents. Coming in the ring by Joseph Samael, weighing in at 280 pounds. From Samoa, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Jacob Fatu.
The Sentai Death Squad leading the way. There is the Megalomaniac, the mastermind of Contra Unit, Joseph Samael. And not far behind, the man who has been unstoppable since we first saw him here in Major League Wrestling. He carries the world title. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan smashing machine, ready for battle tonight. There is no question, as these two undefeated champions finally are set to lock horns, that they are the two best heavyweight wrestlers anywhere in the world. Unquestioned. They have both proven it over and over. I don't care what country you go to. Hammerstone, Fatu, the undisputed two best heavyweights, but there can only be one best, Rich. There can only be one, and we're about to find out who it is. Jacob Fatu captured the MLW World title in Chicago, Illinois, back in 2019, 820 days as World Heavyweight Champion. It is a reign that has, at times, seemed unstoppable. Does Hammerstone have the answers tonight? We're going to find out.
so impressive in their reigns. No matter who wins, when you look back on the history books, you might say that Hammerstone, his national championship reign was the greatest there ever was. And Fatu, his world heavyweight championship reign, the greatest there ever was. But whoever wins this match goes down as an instant legend, remembered forever. It is the biggest night of Fatu's life. It is the biggest night of Hammerstone's life. And one man will have ultimate triumph, and the other man, for the rest of his life, will regret that he wasn't the best.
The anticipation building here inside the 2300 Arena. Hammerstone and Fatu. A look of intensity on the faces of both men.
I mean, it's finally here. We've waited for 2 years. It doesn't even feel real. It's like if Mike Tyson fought Muhammad Ali. It shouldn't even be possible that two men in their prime, so great, are in the same era. And finally, nothing can stop it now.
This is the 14th title defense for Alex Hammerstone as National Openweight Champion. And you know what's interesting here, St. Laurent, it's mentioned 820 days for Fatu as champion. Hammerstone has been the National Openweight Champion for 855 days, so just about a month apart. Their title reigns began. One title reign will end tonight. One man will leave a double champion. Here we go.
Both of these men bring athletic skills to the table that a man of their size should not be able to do. Both of these men are freaks of nature, and we will finally find out who the best is. Throughout the 2300 Arena, everybody's got goosebumps. The main event of Fightland on Vice TV, the world champion versus the national champion, with everything on the line.
Here we go, and it is Hammerstone taking charge in the early going.
Hammerstone wasting no time, taking it right to Fatu. They're both champions. You don't want to show any hesitancy early in this match. So much at stake in the early goings in terms of psychological warfare. And right now for Hammerstone to come out so quickly, this is great for him. This is great for his chances. He's already got Fatu off his feet.
I can't think of a match where I've seen Fatu overpowered early on, like we just saw, but, well, as is usually the case, Fatu seems impervious to pain, and he answers right back. Chops, a headbutt, and now it is Hammerstone.
Both of these men
are
going to be hit with blows more powerful than they've ever experienced in their careers before. And we'll have to see as this thing goes on, as Fatu wastes no time with that running splash in the corner. We're going to have to see who holds up as we get into the deep waters. The MLW World Heavyweight Championship, of course, goes back almost 20 years with a big belly-to-belly suplex. Satoshi Kojima, the first champion in 2002. Fatu, with over 2 years of his dominant reign as he lands on his feet. The two most dominant champions we've ever had here in MLW, Rich.
Is tonight the beginning of a new chapter for Hammerstone?
Could be the end of Hammerstone as we know him, Rich. Could be the end of either one of these men. We have no idea how the loser would react. They've been so dominant, they've been so invincible, that whoever comes up short here, big question mark about their future.
Samael shouting instructions. Look at this guy.
Oh, you don't want to egg on Fatu. No. That's the wrong guy to mess with.
That is a bad idea. Now, Samael.
I wouldn't want to mess with him either, but Fatu, not afraid to punch a stranger. When you have two guys that have been this dominant, and then they face each other,
right,
it could go on forever, or one blow could end it. You don't know.
Yeah, it is so tough to predict. And if I were a betting man, I'm not sure I would want to place money either way.
No. This is the type of fight you stay away from betting-wise.
Yeah.
There's no way to figure this one out.
You're right, because both of these men are so explosive that it could be over very quickly, or knowing how tough both are, this could go the hour time limit. Who knows? No disqualification. So everything's legal. Of course, Samael on the outside.
And I like the strategy here from Fatu. Keep Hammerstone in those corners. It's harder for him to hit his big throws if he's trapped in a corner, and it's easier for Joseph Samael, frankly, to get involved if Hammerstone's in a corner.
And no disqualification, that's fair game. Samael can get involved if he feels he needs to.
And I thought I might have saw a small cut on the back of Hammerstone, not sure. But so far, Fatu, this is exactly what he wants to be doing. Slow the pace down a little bit if you can, keep him in those corners.
Yeah, look at that left shoulder blade of Hammerstone. See if we get another look there, but wow, oh man. Oh, what a Uranagi!
Swinging Uranagi sends Hammerstone inside out into the floor. And that's not a place you want to be against Contra.
There's Samael with those loaded boots. And now it is Fatu rolling under the bottom rope and on the attack. Again, Samael can get involved. That's fine. It's no disqualification.
Samael has been the mastermind of Contra Unit. You think of all the destruction that they have caused in this league over the last couple of years. And what about Samael if he loses control of the World Championship as Hammerstone goes head first into that timekeeper's table? What does that mean for Samael? What does that mean for Contra Unit if they don't control the World Championship?
Well, that would be disastrous. That Contra flag has been flying high above MLW now, as we've said, for 2 years. They have a big bicycle kick there. Contra Unit has been, it's cliche to say they've been unstoppable, but seriously, who's even put a dent in their armor?
Well, but Hammerstone considers himself, as he gets driven into the guardrail there, considers himself the Contra Hunter. And he has inflicted more damage on Contra than anybody else on the planet. So if there was anyone that could take down Fatu, it would be Hammerstone. But so far, both men have taken some damage here. We haven't had anybody with a clear advantage yet. I think the floor certainly favors Fatu, though.
Fatu really jawing at the fans, and you wonder how much that could affect things as the night goes on, as this match goes on.
Oh, what is he doing here?
Balancing on the guardrail. And a moonsault off the guardrail wipes out Hammerstone. And listen to this place.
A 300-pound man, barefoot, just did a backflip off those guardrails as they were shaking. The balance, the dexterity, the physical skill that we see from this man. The baddest man on the planet for a reason, Rich.
Hammerstone trying to crawl away. But as he to grab hold of Samael, bounces his head off the apron. And Hammerstone with bad intentions here.
Well, both of these fighters have bad intentions with every blow they throw. That's what's made them so successful here in MLW.
Oh, what a back elbow there by Hammerstone. Take another look at this moonsault. Balancing, as you said, on the guardrail, barefoot. You know that guardrail is
300 pounds.
Yeah, 300 pounds.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's insane. Fatu setting up for a pile driver right on the ring apron.
Now that arm, as Fatu fell off the apron, did go under that bottom rope to break the count. So we should have a fresh count here.
No disqualification. Let's take another look at this pile driver here. Hammerstone, I mean, he might have broken his neck.
There's no give on the edge of the ring. By far the most dangerous part of the ring, and one of the most dangerous moves in the history of professional wrestling, has been banned by numerous organizations over the last century. He could have a serious neck injury here. Of course, that neck, the muscles on that neck, no joke, will help you in a situation like a pile driver. But still, serious, serious agony here on the floor.
Hammerstone won the Battle Riot this past July. Not long after he made his intentions known that he would be cashing in his title shot. Two titles are on the line. Hammerstone, the National Openweight Champion, Fatu, the World Champion. One man will leave. A double champion, Fatu, I think, setting up Hammerstone. Is he going to go for that moonsault right here this early in the match?
I'm not sure. He's setting him up for something. Keeping him in the corner as much as he can. That's when he's at his best, like we've talked about.
Fatu. Oh my God! Oh my God! What an adjustment by Fatu!
I think that was intentional.
You think so?
To bounce into a moonsault off the other rope.
Wow! Covered it! Put it away! No!
And we now see Fatu, who has already in the past done some of the most freakish athletic feats. As we take another look, triple springboard into the moonsault.
Man,
this man is superhuman, Rich.
That was insane. Seeing it the first time in real time, it looked like he slipped, but you were right. That was intentional.
A triple jump moonsault, catapulting off that rope. I don't know how Hammerstone was able to kick out of that. And we've seen over and over, Fatu is taking extreme risks. It shows you that he knows it will take something extraordinary to beat Hammerstone.
You think about everything Contra Unit has thrown at Hammerstone. And Mads Kruger, all the obstacles that Joseph Samael threw in Hammerstone's way, and Hammer never backed down. He is here tonight. He is ready to battle the Samoan Smashing Machine for the title. The roadblocks, well, Hammerstone has battled right through them. He's plowed right through them.
Yeah, you don't even want to know some of the legal machinations that have been going on behind the scenes the last year. Excuse after excuse from Samael for why this fight could not take place, as Hammerstone week after week after week was #1 in the heavyweight rankings. But winning that battle, Riot guaranteed it. There was no way to stop it.
Here comes Fatu. Oh my God! Handspring moonsault. And Fatu sizing up what lays in front of him. Sizing up the situation. That chair wedged in the turnbuckle. The other one popped free.
Yeah, I think when he did the handspring, it shook the ropes, shook him loose, and the chair fell. But
there are 3 chairs in the ring. You see the other one across from Fatu. There's the one that popped free. So it's pretty clear what Fatu's trying to do.
well, we're seeing such creative offense from the heavyweight world champion Fatu. And you throw some chairs into the equation, he may come up with something we've never seen before, Rich.
Hammerstone head first into the chair.
If you're just tuning in, this is our Fightland main event. Major League Wrestling, Fatu with the braids, the world heavyweight champion, undefeated for 2 years. Hammerstone in the white attire, national openweight champion, undefeated for 2 years. Both championships are on the line in the most historic fight in the history of MLW.
The crazed look on the face of the world heavyweight champion, Jacob Fatu. Oh, he's in control and he knows it.
Sometimes when you have such natural gifts like Fatu does, you get almost like this glee just from showing the world these impossible feats that you can accomplish. And that's what we're seeing here. And Hammerstone has taken so much punishment, Rich, he can't even stay up. Fatu stalking Hammerstone like a wounded animal, figuring out his next move here. Head first into the steel chair.
How do you come back from this?
Well,
if you're Hammerstone, he's been sent into chairs, he's been...
It's not looking good for Hammerstone.
No.
He's taking a lot of punishment. We've seen in the past, he can withstand a lot. has a lot of stamina, especially for a man with the physicality that he has in terms of the muscularity. Hammerstone's got great stamina. But the moonsaults, the head to the chair. Could this be the end soon for Hammerstone? Oh no, Jacob. Oh no.
Come on now. Oh no.
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God, coast to coast. Fatu came down hard on his left hip. I don't know if we get another look at that or not. Fatu grabbed the chair, went up on top. Wow. I'll tell you what, Hammerstone was lucky that chair didn't hit him in the head. It hit him more in the shoulder as Fatu goes for the cover, and well, that might have been the difference right there. A 2 count.
Fatu, a 300-pound man just flew almost 20 feet through the air. I can't even believe what I'm witnessing here at the 2300 Arena. The biggest title fight in MLW history, perhaps one of the biggest unification bouts in the history of combat sports here on Fightland.
You think about some of the almost unimaginable things that we've seen Fatu do over the years, after flying off the top of the cage, across the ring, what we just saw moments ago. Now with that nerve hold clamped in, the thumbs digging in deep.
That nerve hold is extremely painful. The downside to it is it's hard to keep hold on if a guy's got a lot to fight out of it. But when you've worn someone down like Fatu has here, this is brilliant strategy. I'm sure this is Samael suggesting this. Really wear him down when he can't defend himself.
Hammerstone trying to find a second win. Back elbows, oh man, a side suplex. He's trying to shake off the effects.
And look how quickly Samael moves the chairs out of the way.
Hammerstone defending. Got the leg up and then with a big kick. Fatu retreating to the far corner. And Hammerstone, whoa! Explorer into the corner. And now it is the world champion. It was, look at, we talked about it. That's the difference right there. Samael.
Yeah, but he's struggling to get Fatu up. This is the opening that Hammerstone needed. He was able to weather the storm. He needed one big move, especially that could create some separation here because he's been crowded for so long. And that exploder suplex to the corner is exactly what he needed. Now Hammerstone has some space to pick up the pace and really inflict some more damage on Fatu.
Can he capitalize? Running clothesline. Corner to corner, running high knee. Hammerstone again with a big uppercut. Oh, single leg drop kick by the National Openweight Champion for the world title. Cover and Fatu at 2.5. Major League Wrestling here tonight from Philadelphia. The World Championship is on the line.
And the National Championship.
One man will leave a double champion. Will it be Hammerstone, the National Openweight Champion? Will it be Jacob Fatu, the World Champion? Both men undefeated here in MLW for more than 2 years.
Hammerstone looking to follow up here. Oh, counter into the fireman's carry.
Hammerstone able to slide free. Bicycle kicking. Oh, God, Hammerstone went down. His knee buckled. Oh, what a German suplex. We'll see if Hammerstone's knee gives him trouble. Doesn't seem to be at the moment. Into the powerbomb. Into the cover. Not enough. Hammerstone thought he might have had Fatu, but the world champion, the Samoan smashing machine, powered out at the very last moment.
And we're seeing punishment that Fatu has never taken before because who on the planet could powerbomb a man the size of Fatu? And that's what's so interesting here, as now both men have taken blow after blow. Hammerstone's knee could be hurt as well.
It looks like his ankle might be too.
But how will Fatu respond to being thrown around in a way that nobody else could ever do?
Hammerstone kick by Fatu, and this could do it right here. This could do it. Fatu setting up for the moonsault, but Hammerstone in. Roll through. Nobody home. And is this the opening that Hammerstone needs? Kick to the gut. Setting up Fatu. Oh, went for the Nightmare Pendulum. Cover. Fatu out at the very last second. That could be the injured left knee of Hammerstone as he went for the Nightmare Pendulum. Kind of slipped, still nailed Fatu with more of a suplex, but man, Hammerstone is in some agony. You can see it on his face.
Well, both men are clearly hurt here, Rich. Both men have taken more punishment than they ever have in a match in their life. It is the biggest night of each of their life, and let's take a replay here.
Hammerstone going for the Nightmare Pendulum, and you can see that knee giving the National Openweight Champion a lot of trouble as he struggles back to his feet.
Fatu fell very high on his neck there. Both men appear to be hurt now.
Think about it though, nobody has ever kicked out of the Nightmare Pendulum. Fatu may have gotten very, very lucky right there.
Hammerstone here, clear pain.
Oh! No disqualification in this matchup.
His knee could have been blown out. Hammerstone has not been the same since we saw him hit that drop kick flying through the air with the 1 foot drop kick. Came down awkward and has been hurt ever since.
Fatu with a low blow right there, but again, it is legal. Oh my God, Elias! The pop-up Samoan drop. And now Fatu. Off the top. High Eagle senton by the world champion. Oh, and Hammerstone, how smart. How smart. He knew he was in trouble and said, out I go. Rolled under the bottom rope, and now it is Fatu left to think of his next move. Look at the height that Fatu gets off of that high angle senton.
Over and over, Fatu has taken to the air throughout this match. We talked about it earlier, taking high risk, which you have to take if you want a high reward, and that reward could be to unify the titles in a suicide dive. Jacob Fatu, head first, putting his body on the line. And Hammerstone, who's already struggling to stand, just had a 300-pound Samoan go head first and sending him crashing into that guardrail. I don't even know if Hammerstone can get back in the ring, Rich.
He's having trouble getting up. You can see him struggling to his feet. Here's another look. Wow.
And you saw the heads connect, head to chin. Hammerstone certainly could be dizzy here. He's getting to his feet, though.
Having a hard time putting some weight on his left leg. Fatu crashed to the outside. Main event here on MLW. Fightland from Philadelphia, the 2300 Arena.
No.
Hammerstone slingshot to the outside.
A picture-perfect Pescado from the National Openweight Champion. The mountain of muscle just went flying over the top rope to the floor as both men continue to amaze us here in our Fightland main event. The National Openweight Champion versus the World Heavyweight Champion for both titles. And it certainly has not disappointed, Rich. This is one of the greatest matches I've ever seen here in MLW.
This one a classic. Already, I mean, what a war. Hammerstone, bad knee and all, going to the top. Fatu to his feet. Missile drop kick by Hammerstone, and Fatu crashed into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, I think he might have hit the back of his head on that buckle. I don't know if Hammerstone can make his way over. I know Fatu's in the ropes.
I'm not even sure Hammerstone realizes where he or his opponent.
But Fatu hit the back of his head bad on that buckle, Rich.
Yeah. You can see Hammerstone still his hand on his left leg. Look at the way, almost the unnatural way his left leg is kind of just sitting there. He could have a blown out knee, broken leg, but I mean, credit Hammerstone for hanging in there. The biggest match in MLW history. Both men, the walking wounded.
We are seeing the two best heavyweights in the world completely destroy each other here in the 2300 arena. The fans showing their appreciation. This war of attrition that's taking place before our eyes, Rich, has lived up to every expectation. You think about the brutal training camps that both of these men went through to prepare for this fight, the fight of their lives for both of them. Out. And Hammerstone able to withstand that flurry. And now firing away, forearms, clubbing blows to the upper back, the shoulder blades.
Samael grabbing hold of Hammerstone's right leg, and look out. Running clothesline over the top, and again coming down hard on the left leg.
I can't even make a joke about Samael trying to tie his shoe or something. This is one of the greatest matches.
He's got the spike! He's got the spike!
Did he get him in the throat?
Samael just spiked Hammerstone!
Right in the throat. Hammerstone could be seriously hurt here. Oh no, Fatu, what are you doing? Pulling out a table from underneath the ring here. It's legal, it's no DQ. But Hammerstone already having been spiked in the throat. You could just go for the pin now, but Fatu is looking for ultimate destruction.
Hammerstone just trying to find some room. Fatu setting up the table.
And this crowd here at the 2300 arena, they've gone back and forth throughout the match, showing so much appreciation because they know that both men are such great undefeated champions. Both have pulled out high-risk moves. We've never seen them do it before. It's been the fight of their life for both of them, the greatest performance we've ever seen from either one in peak condition, bringing all their skills to the table. Fatu now, just hammering away. Hammerstone can barely move right now, Rich.
Samael handing the Contra flag to Fatu. And Fatu, he thinks it's all done to the top. Moonsault through the table. That's gonna do it. Fatu hooks the leg. Hammerstone kicked out at 2. With a gasp of energy. Running clothesline. What power on that clothesline too, Fatu. Went end over end. But it's up.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hammerstone! Power slam! With the world title on the line! TKO! Hammerstone into the cover! They're setting up! Hammerstone's the new champion!
We have a new champion!
Winner and new World Heavyweight Champion, Alexander Hammerstone!
Alexander Hammerstone hits a TKO on Fatu and ends the 2-year reign.
Hammerstone is the new MLW World Heavyweight Champion!
Hammerstone is the undisputed man here in MLW.
Yeah, but at what cost? At what cost? He could have a broken leg. He could have a blown out knee. Hammerstone with the TKO
about everything he overcame. We talked about it earlier. A war of attrition. No matter how much punishment Hammerstone took, he kept coming back and coming back. He got moonsaulted through a table and managed to kick out. He never gave up and pulled out a TKO and threw a 300-pound man crashing into the mat. And to the victor goes the spoils. Hammerstone's got everything now, Rich.
Hammerstone has called himself the Contra Hunter. Tonight, he fell the biggest trophy of them all. The Samoan Smashing Machine's reign as world champion is over. Hammerstone has ripped the flag of Contra from its mast and torn it to shreds. He is the new MLW World Heavyweight Champion. The emotion pouring out of Alex Hammerstone. Just take a look at how this match unfolded. Some incredible moments. Hammerstone setting up Fatu